We are all now connected like brothers and street neighbors. From old men to teens, together we screen ages, taking inspiration.
YouTube, welcome back to another 978 Customs video. And right now we have Deadpool in his X-Men suits. I think he wore this when the X-Men hired him to capture Cable. And what he wore was slightly different. Hasbro had released the figure a couple years ago. So if you want a more comic accurate figure, then that's probably the one to go with. This is just a quick modification to make Deadpool. It was really easy. I just had to get an extra head and some hands, and that was pretty much it. I do like this costume. I like this rendition of Deadpool. The only thing I will say is the shoulder strap should be in the center, whereas here it's on the right. So that's the only issue that I think I kind of have with this figure. If I can modify that somehow without like really breaking it, I probably would. But I think for this being just a quick modified job, it serves its purpose. I know a lot of you guys may not agree with me, but I think if Hasbro just repainted an eel head and put it on his body and released it with some cool accessories, I'd be satisfied with it. I know a lot of people would have issues with it, but me personally, I'd be satisfied. What do you guys think? For those of you who have joined the live stream the other day, are familiar with this, and for those who've just seen it now, this was an easy modification to make. All I did was take a Cyclops, that's his entire body. I removed the hands. I painted some new hands, by the way. So these hands come from Machine Man, and the head is from Eel. So a head repaint and a hand repaint, and you can get this figure here. The head looks really good. I got the idea from the Back in Black Deadpool figure where it was just a Blizzard head repainted. I had a couple eels, same head as Blizzard, and I decided to go for it. I was going to do this with the Green Lantern Deadpool, but I decided not to, seeing that I had so many head variations already. I just left that alone, and I was excited to do it with this one. And to be honest, I'm very happy. I think it looks cool this way. The only thing, it doesn't have that hood in the back of his head that Deadpool's known to have, and so it kind of throws me off, but I'm satisfied with it. And even though Hasbro did that way too, I didn't have a problem with it. So I don't think you will either. If you do, just get a little piece of sculpt a little sheath or whatever it's called, the hood in the back, and you'll be alright. But nothing else is painted on this figure except the hands and head. I tried my best to match the blue, but on camera it looks like my blue is a bit oversaturated. Some people have asked me if I'm stepping away from the normal of the Spider-Man customs. I gotta say, I'm having fun making Deadpool. Taking a page out of Hasbro's book when they made the GameStop exclusives Deadpool Back in Black figure. Here they are side by side. And you can see that the head is the exact same head, just painted differently. Color scheme is different, but the heads are pretty much the same. Ain't no fun if the OGs can't have none. Having the original Deadpool in the center of these two guys, if you're a Deadpool collector, then I would say you probably would want these done, or at least this simple head modification. I really hope Hasbro release more Deadpools. I kind of like seeing them all together in different costumes, and there are a bunch of more costumes that could be made into fruition, but for now, I do like seeing these. Might as well sneak him in here. He will get his own review soon. I'm waiting on a few things before I review him, but just to put him alongside the rest of the Deadpools, and see why I said it would be cool to have your own Deadpool shelf. To me, the coolest shelves seem to be the ones that are one character with 1,000 different costumes, like Iron Man, Spider-Man. There's so many others, but let's get these guys out of here for a second, and let's get back to the review. This is basically just showing you the head. I'm not going to do any articulation. This figure's a general release, so if you have yourself a Bucky cap, you know how it moves. This is mainly to compare the two repainted heads, one being from Hasbro and the other being from myself. And you can see they kind of look very similar. I just try to follow what Hasbro already did, just to kind of make it look like that. So nothing innovating going on, just a repaint. But if you don't really remember what an eel head looks like, I do have one here. I can pull them up just to compare with the rest, and you can see it's the same exact head. From the way it's painted, I guess you wouldn't really see they're the same, because the paint job makes it look like a totally new head, and that's the purpose of it. So not every character needs its own unique sculpt to make it what it is. I do have a couple bullseyes though, and bullseyes. I do have those too, but I have a couple eels, and I'm gonna figure something out with these guys. So again, if you want to make an XMEN DP, all you need is an L head. No, I don't know what I'm saying. But it's true. If you want to make this, all you need is an eel head, a Cyclops body, and some Machine Man hands. And get yourself repainted, man. And you'll have this very same figure on your shelf. It's pretty simple. I don't even really want to call it a custom. It's more of a quick modification. And as usual, I really hope you guys like this. It's kind of out of the norm. It's true. But I do hope you like it. And let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Feel free to like this video. Share it around to your people. Let them know how to make it. It's easy. And subscribe for those who have. I appreciate it. And for those who haven't, come on, man. You've watched a few videos now. Subscribe. Come on, please. Please. I give you customs every week. What more do you want from me? Tyrese voice.
You choose it. This future foundation is built big time from the viewer conversations. New creations, channel collaborations, how-tos and tutorials, working with no vacations. Just check the notification and watch for the new vid and be the first to write first. Who won? You did.